When what you see is home, what will you call being in the city? Yes, development is starting from where growth takes roots. Yes, development doesn't start from the sky, it starts from the ground. Growth doesn't happen at the surface, it happens from beneath the surface. Authentic growth starts by budding small before it rises, when sustained with care. I am Francis Bestman, the founder of PSL Cowork Network, and like I said, this environment is home. Home to not just people, but animals that thrive freely. And I want you to experience the same freedom the animals enjoy in spaces like this. And that is why I bring you the opportunity to join the PSL family, because this is where you experience true freedom with what your money can do for you. Yes, when you don't have to work it out only, but let your money work for you, because there are people paid to do the job. Why you only fund the hub? So I want to tell you what it actually entails for you in whichever facet of life you are struggling right now, because that struggle is overrated and overdue. You need to start now enjoying the leverage of seeing something happen without you putting in all the work, all the effort. That is why I am building the PSL Cowork Network. It's for me, for you, for us to have a family together, no matter where in the world we are. So welcome to PSL Cowork Network. Now let's start talking about the opportunities to have a home where we can feel free like all the birds, animals in nature. Okay, so let's come back to another important highlight. Yes. So good morning, brother, sister, friend. It is Francis Bestman Isugu here, speaking to you like we are sitting together under the same roof. Hobby, at this time I'm not under any roof. I'm just under. This is a palm tree here, surrounded by palm trees. Okay, so why you can take a look at the exhibition I'm doing here, showing you around. Look at what we are working on. I want to talk to you briefly about what this is about and what you can do with it. So I'm sharing this quiet moment away from the noise of the day. For me here, the only noise I can hear is that of the goats, the birds chirping, because I am within a preserved environment. Yes, this is not like the noise of the city, the blaring of car horns and all of those sirens, on the road, no. And then this is away from people and their chit chats and talking and all of that. So I am having my own time to prepare myself for this day, this new month, why the year is still young, because there is a lot of opportunity to hash in on, and I want you to be part of it. So no rush, no big promises, just honest conversation about something that could make tomorrow feel a little less heavy and a lot more hopeful. You see, life in Nigeria right now isn't easy for most of us. We wake up with dreams, but the daily grind, fuel prices, school fees, market runs, that unexpected bill can make those dreams feel far away. We push hard for our families, our futures, our peace of mind. Yet sometimes it still feels like we are running in place. I have felt that weight myself. I've seen it in the eyes of good people who deserve more than just getting by. That is why I started PSL Cowork Network. Not to sell you something flashy, but to create a real path where ambitious Nigerians like you can connect, grow, protect what matters, and finally feel like you are moving forward together. Imagine stepping into premium co-working spaces in Port Harcourt. Clean, calm, high-end spots with good lighting, comfortable chairs, fast internet, private meeting rooms, and that quiet luxury vibe that makes you feel capable and respected. Places where professionals network without distractions, train in valuable skills like scientific gold trading methods, and build real community. PSL Cowork Hubs are that exclusive, inspiring environment designed for people who want to level up their work, their ideas, their lives. And here is where it gets personal. When you become a founding stakeholder, you are not just a member. You are part of shaping this ecosystem. You get priority access to these hubs, invitations to elite events like our annual Global Fiesta, networking with driven people who open doors quietly, and a sense of belonging to something bigger. Co-working today, luxury lounges, properties, resorts in the future. It is a lifestyle upgrade wrapped in purpose. The way it works is straightforward and secure. Your support as a stakeholder helps power the hubs, employing trained professionals who earn with dignity, creating jobs that don't vanish with the next headline. In return, the system is built to send you consistent monthly support, protected, predictable, and able to grow as you add more involvement over time. No wide ups and downs, no overnight risk. Just steady forward motion that lets you plan for school fees, family needs, side projects, or that dream you have been holding on to. I want to speak directly to 20 different people right here. 20 lives I know are out there because I have met versions of you or lived pieces of your story. If I describe your reality or touch that hope you have kept quiet, stay with me. This isn't hype, it is recognition. And if it feels right, don't let the moment pass. The first 720 founding spots are limited. Real people are stepping in right now, claiming their place as pioneers with lifetime perks, prestige, and the chance at that collective equity share for the early group. But most of all, you get to step into a version of life that feels lighter, more connected, and truly yours. So, 1. I'm talking to young Lagos hustler. Whether you're just in Lagos or any other city, I'm talking to you. Your eyes are tired from late nights on your phone or laptop. You are full of ideas, but you are running on empty from small expenses that add up fast. You laugh about the grind with friends, but inside you are wondering when the breakthrough comes. You see, PSL gives you a premium space to focus, real people to connect with who understand ambition, and a foundation that eases the daily drain so your hustle finally gets room to breathe and win. I'm also talking to you, mama or daddy, carrying the quiet load of making sure the home runs. That is school fees, market leads, that inner voice asking if you are doing enough. The love is endless, but the stretch is real. PSL opens doors to calm spaces where you recharge, network that brings unexpected support, and a system that adds quiet backing so you can show up for your kids with more energy and less worry. I'm talking to you, pastor, missionary, community. Anti-giving until there is nothing left. Heart heavy because the needs never stop. You pray for the next way to keep going. PSL lets you join something sustainable. Hubs, creating purposeful jobs, events that inspire, and a structure that keeps your giving flowing without emptying you out. I'm also talking to you, retiree auntie, who is poured out decades of work, now facing rising costs that chip away at comfort. You deserve rest, laughter, time with grandkids. PSL brings premium community, serene spaces to relax or mentor, and reliable support so your later years feel like a well-earned gift, not a struggle. I'm talking to you, small business owner who are awake at night, over rent, salaries, thin margins. The stress is constant. PSL offers upscale workspace to plan clearly, connections for better deals, and a steady layer that takes the edge off cash flow so your venture can finally grow instead of just survive. I'm talking to you, real estate dreamer with vision and land, but everything locked up tight. PSL connects you to elite circles, off-market insights, and a base that frees mental space to move on those properties without constant anxiety. I'm also talking to you, student or fresh graduate buried under fees, updated laptop, big dreams on hold. PSL gives you a high-end environment to study and connect, plus a way to bridge the gaps so you laugh strong, proud, and ready, not still catching your breath. I'm also talking to you, doctor or nurse, giving compassion daily but coming home drained and under-supported. PSL provides a place to recharge, network with sharp minds, and, backing that, lets you care for others without constantly sacrificing yourself. I'm talking to you, philanthropist whose heart is bigger than your resources. One-off help feels so small or too small. PSL amplifies your impact through community events, sustainable projects, and a system that turns generosity into something ongoing and powerful. I'm talking to you, corporate climber, feeling the ground shift with every office rumor. PSL adds a layer of security, premium networking, and quiet confidence so you advance because you choose to, not because fear pushes you. I'm talking to you, single mom, making daily miracles but missing those small moments with your children. PSL offers focused space, meaningful connections, and extra support so bedtime stories and school events become the rule, not the rare treat. I'm talking to you also, online seller queen, grinding hard but profits disappear fast into ads and stock. PSL brings premium workspace, elite contact, and stability to scale without the endless burnout. I'm talking to you, teacher, shaping young minds but barely able to afford your own growth or commute. PSL gives you a space to recharge professionally, connect, and add backing so teaching feels like passion again, not pressure. I'm talking to you, farmer, facing unpredictable rains, prices, and thin seasons. PSL links you to networks, resources, and steady support to invest smarter and build resilience. I'm talking to you, creative, musician, designer, filmmaker, with talent overflowing but payments lagging or ghosting. PSL offers inspiring hubs, collaborations, and a foundation that lets your work breathe and reward you properly. I'm also talking to you in diaspora, sending love and money home, watching value fade in transit. PSL keeps things protected and connected so your support arrives stronger and more reliably. I'm talking to you, civil servant, doing the daily work but salary stretched to breaking. PSL adds community, premium access, and an extra layer so life feels fuller and less like constant calculation. I'm talking to you, market trader under the sun, margins, razor thin, energy draining. PSL provides upscale planning space, connections, and support that eases the daily grind into something more sustainable. I'm talking to you, young couple building a future, wedding plans, home dreams, but costs piling up fast. PSL helps you plan with more joy, less stress, so you start this chapter strong and smiling. Then I'm talking to you, the quiet giver who has always put others first and self last. Maybe that's you right now. And right now, let someone see you. PSL recognizes your worth, gives you a place to rise, and supports you without apology. So, my friend, life rarely waits for the perfect moment. The founding spots, only 720, are real and filling. I want you to go now to https://power40streetfunding.systeme.io/PSL right now. I want you to click to become a stakeholder. You see the button right there. Click to become one of 720 stakeholders. Yes. And secure your place as a pioneer. Start where you are, grow as it feels right. Questions, reach me directly. My WhatsApp, and you can also call me on same line, is 081024270303. And for the email, you can send a mail to psluxurylifestyle@gmail.com. I am here, listening, ready. Yes, you weren't made to just endure. You are made to thrive with connection, purpose, and real peace. Let us build that together starting today. I want to thank you for staying with me, and I believe together we're going to make this dream a success for every one of us with PSL Cowork Network. Welcome to the future of Cowork Hubs. Welcome to the future of works. Welcome to Growth Together. So I believe you have heard more than enough to let you know that what we have together is something important, something I value, something you have to value too, and something you can tell someone out there to value too. The PSL ecosystem is one that represents growth from its very germinal stage. Yes, like the seed sown underground that doesn't look like it has the potential for that big shrub you see that bears fruit later and becomes an abundant source of sustenance for many. Some of these fruits are the things we use to produce several beverages and food we consume. But they all started from the seed level. And right now, PSL is also offering you that opportunity to recognize growth while it is still at the seed stage. Become a stakeholder of PSL Cowork Network and you will reap the fruits because you were part of it from the root. You held it with the shoot and you sustained it by nurturing your own stake, okay, over time. When the opportunities are out, you will know that you already had a stake in it. Others who never knew of it will miss out. But you had the information firsthand and you came in firsthand. You joined people like me, people like J. Bartholomew, and people like Madam Augustina, my partners in building PSL Cowork Network. That makes you a stakeholder, a pioneer in the growth in the project we are building. Together, we are developing something that will transform society, impact lives, and improve on the welfare, okay, and situations of many people who will benefit from it, especially stakeholders like you. The opportunity is limited to only 720 slots. So if we have this 720 slots of people who can keep their stakes ongoing weekly, we will not need extra hands coming from without. With this alone, you will see the PSL network grow and expand into many cities as we plan to expand to 36 halls per city and grow in that same line. So you can be part of it right now that we still have the need. We are still planting, we are still building hubs, we are still expanding, we are still getting new people trained, okay, to work for the PSL Cowork Network. You can be part of every single person we train because it was your contribution as a stakeholder that made it possible for us to set up a conducive hub to train them to work from as professionals, and now they're able to earn sustainable income, all because you were there with us at the beginning when we needed the support. So you can look here, this is how the ground gets ready for planting, okay? The bush is born once cleared. And the same thing too, the house gets ready for building. The foundations are laid, right? The structures are not yet standing. That is the vision we have when building something together. We don't expect to wait until it is at the roofing stage, okay? Until it is finished, then we come to say we play the role. No, you play a role while it is budding, while it is starting, while it is at the foundation stage. And that is why if you jump in right now to become a PSL stakeholder, you will not regret it because you are not just helping us start strong, you are helping other lives also grow and also securing your own future. So let's do this together. I want you to go to https://power40streetfunding.systema.io/PSL and click that button to become one of 720 stakeholders. Choose your stake. You can start funding in piecemeal, okay? 1 slot per week. That is a good starting point if you can afford $200 for a week, okay? But if you have more, then take as more slots as possible and enjoy the security it offers that you can't find anywhere else. Welcome to PSL Cowork Network. Bye-bye.